Okay, this week I'm doing a video that's called pretty much Family Affair. So now here we're going to get into the concept of creating characters based on your family or maybe your close friends or whatever. So like for instance, what I'm going to do is myself and my three younger siblings to create a party and everything. So here's the concept that you can kind of like try and run with. So pick like yourself and maybe like three or four other people, like friends, like siblings, cousins, or close friends, create a D&D party based on like how you all think you are. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do is like I had like this fifth edition like character creation app on phone that I used and everything. So to kind of create myself and my three younger siblings as characters. So I'll start with like the youngest sister. So like I started her off at like a Jelen Furlorn, uh, level one druid. Now I'm starting everyone off as like level one. So a level one druid who's a tiefling, background of far traveler. So like alignment, I'm not going to necessarily worry about alignment right now. Experience, I'm going to start off zero because I'm starting everyone off at like level one. So like for hit points, like you get a hit dice D8, so they maxed out at 8 hit points, speed of 30, initiative is 0, armor class is 12, proficiency is +2. So this is how like some of these screens are set up on this app and everything. So like you can pause and kind of read that and everything. So I'll read down like the abilities and stuff. So strength of 10, dexterity of 11, constitution of 10, intelligence of 15, wisdom of 18, and charisma of 20. So like next one is like you got like basically like your modifiers for your skills and stuff. So like athletics for strength is 0, for dex, acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth 0, intelligence with the +2 modifier, like arcana, history, investigation, nature, and religion. Well, religion's +4, the rest are +2. Wisdom +4, so animal handling and survival are both +4. Insight, medicine, and perception are +6. Religion, insight, medicine, and perception are the class skills that I picked for this character. Charisma with +5. Deception, intimidation, performance, and persuasion all +5. So proficiency obviously is a +2. Strength +0. Resource 0. So like again, that's the skills, and then this is like the next one where I'm getting that. So it has a scimitar, which is like a +2 for attack and slashing, 5 feet. So basically a melee weapon, 1d6 slashing. So then we get like into spells and everything. So C level 1 spell attack +6, spell DC 14, spell first level spells 2 slots and using two. So then we get into then like the character like descriptions and stuff and background information. So race is tiefling, background far traveler, alignment not worrying about it, experience 0 because I'm starting off at level 1. Tiefling features: within 60 feet of you, treat dim light as bright, darkness as dim light, gain fire resistance, and cast a thaumaturgy cantrip at 3rd level, Hellish Rebuke once a day, 5th level Darkness once a day, and use Charisma for DCs. Far Traveler feature: your foreign nature can gain you access to those curious about your homeland. And Druid features: understand a secret Druid language. So armor proficiencies for the Druid are like light armor, medium armor, shields. And now like I can like scroll up and down like with this one to kind of get more further information. So weapon proficiencies, going further: clubs, daggers, darts, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, slings, spears. And tool proficiencies: one type of musical instrument or gaming set, herbalism kit. And then, of course, language is known as kind of like automatically generated: common, infernal, and then like one extra language, and druidic. Equipment: leather armor, shield, scimitar, explorer's pack, druidic focus, set of traveler's clothes, musical instrument or gaming set, rough map of area, piece of jewelry worth 10 gold, and a pouch. So it starts off with 5 gold, and then has like a stuff for like a personality traits, ideals, bonds, flaws, and notes down there. So then we get back to the beginning. So that's the first character. So now I am going to go to next character, which is going to be like a next youngest sister, and so I wrote her up as a paladin. So of course I didn't name her, so I was just kind of like making stuff up real quick. So going down this list, initiative is 2, hit points 14, speed 30, hit dice is D10, armor class is 12, proficiency bonus is +2. So strength of 18, dex of 14, constitution of 18, 12 intelligence, 10 wisdom, and 19 charisma. Then going into the actual skills, we go strength is like a +4, so athletics is one of the athletics, religion, intimidation, and persuasion are class skills. So like that I took. So athletics is +6, dex, acrobatics, sleight of hand, and stealth +2, arcana, history, investigation, nature +1 on those, +3 for religion. Wisdom skills are all +0. Deception and performance are +4. Intimidation and persuasion are +6. So then we get into like the next screen. Proficiency +2, strength +4, laying hands 5, so 5 times. Javelin 30, 120, Pearson. So +6, it's 1d6 +4, like I said, Pearson. C level 1, spell attack +6, spell DC 14. That's this screen, and so it gives like a list for cantrips and everything. Class Paladin 1. So wrote up as a Dragonborn with background of Knight. And again, I'm not worrying about alignment and experience is 0. Dragonborn features: you resist your breath weapon damage type. Knight feature: you can gain assistance from your order and those sympathetic to its goals. Paladin features: as an action, detect the location of any celestial fiend or undead and any consecrated or desecrated place or object within 60 feet. 1 plus charisma modifier per day, so like you can this character can use it like pretty much like 5 times. Gain a reservoir of healing power, 5 hit points, and as an action, you can heal a creature you touch by draining that power. You can also cure 1 poison or disease from the creature by sacrificing 5 hit points from the reservoir. So now let's scroll them down on this to get like armor proficiencies: light, medium, heavy, and shields. Weapons, simple and martial weapons. Tool proficiencies: 1 type of musical instrument or game set. Languages known: common, draconic, and then 1 extra language of choice. The equipment is chainmail, 2 martial weapons, javelins 5, priest pack, holy symbol, set of traveler's clothes, seal, signet, or banner, pouch, 10 gold pieces. And then it has like a, for the down here, personality traits, ideals, bonds, flaws, notes. And then, of course, we're now back to the original. So now I am going to actually pull up the photos that I have, like because I forgot to save next my younger brother. So that's me. So let's see here. So now going through the photos, bringing up younger brother. So didn't name him either, but like his character, he usually likes to play Mythos Iswraith. So this is going to be the wizard. Initiative 0, hit points 7, speed 30, hit dice 1d6, armor class 20, proficiency +2, of course, +2 proficiency for across the board for all classes. So 10 strength, 11 dexterity, 12 constitution, 18 intelligence, 16 wisdom, and 16 charisma. So athletics is 0, acrobats, sleight of hand, and stealth 0. Arcana, history, investigation, religion are class skills or skills that I took. Plus, all those are +6, and nature is +4. That's intelligence. For wisdom, also took insight, which is +5. So animal handling, medicine, perception, survival are +3. Charisma skills are +3. So then we go to the next one. So +2 proficiency, strength 0, resources 0. So quarterstaff +2, 5 feet, 1d6 bludgeoning. So then of course we get like on the spell casting screen. So sea level is 1, casting level. That's what sea level is. Spell attack plus 6. Spell DC is 14. You got your cantrips, and then first level spells. You got 2 slots they can use, and then we get back to, well, of course, information on that. So didn't necessarily save all of it as we scroll down. So I'll go over what I did be able to take a picture of. So race is half elf, background of sage, and then half elf features within 60 feet of you. Treat dim light as bright, darkness as dim light, immune to magical sleep, advantage on saves versus charm, 2 extra skill proficiencies of your choosing sage feature. You frequently know where to find information concerning the lore, and then wizards features regain half your level, minimum 1, worth of spell slots during a short rest once per day, and then of course no armor proficiencies, weapon proficiencies, daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaff, light crossbows. So and of course I forgot to save the character in app, and as I'm getting back, so into the next character. So now on to me. So I'm kind of going real quick. Yeah. So I cut off tool proficiencies, languages known, and equipment, and gold, personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. So pretty much this part I forgot to say for that character, but I'm sure you can kind of get the gist with what I'm doing so far. So now we're going to on to pretty much me. So good old Renarius Ashkevron, a level 1 barbarian, initiative of 2, hit points of 18, 25 speed because I'm playing as a dwarf. So D12 for hit dice, armor class is 17, and proficiency bonus plus 2. 18 strength, 14 dex, 20 constitution, 10 intelligence, 10 wisdom, and 8 charisma. So now my athletics is a class skill plus 6. So dexterity skills are plus 2. Intelligence skills are plus 0. Wisdom, I took survival as a class skill, which is plus 2. The rest of those skills are plus 0. Charisma skills are minus 1. So you can kind of see that. So now, again, here's the same screen for the other characters. So I got plus 2 proficiency, plus 4 strength, plus 2 rage. So I've got great axe plus 6, 5 feet, 1d12 plus 4 slashing, a hand axe plus 6, 60, so 20-foot reach, or a 60-foot throw, 1d6 plus 4 slashing, a javelin 30, 20, plus 6, 1d6 plus 4. So now the 60 is 20, you can do a normal throw, 60 is max range, and same thing with the javelin, 30 and 120. The javelin's piercing. So obviously since I'm not a caster, I get a C level of 0, plus 2 spell attack, and DC of 10. So now we get into actually the information for a class and stuff. So like I said, I'm playing a hill dwarf, background of Outlander, a barbarian of level 1. So dwarf features: within 60 feet of you, you treat dim light as bright, darkness as dim light as bright, darkness as dim light. Advantage on saves versus poison damage resistance. Got double proficiency bonuses to history checks concerning stonework, even if not proficient. Battle axe, hand axe, thrown hammer, warhammer proficiency. Gain 1 extra hit point per level. And then for Outlander features, you can always remember the layout of a region's geographical features, and can usually find enough food and water for 6 people. Barbarian features: twice per day, you gain advantage on strength checks and saves. Deal plus 2 damage on strength-based melee attacks and resistances versus bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Add constitution modifier to AC when not wearing armor. And of course, armor proficiencies: light, medium, and shields. Weapon proficiencies: battle axe, hand axe, throwing hammer, warhammer, simple, and martial weapons. Tool proficiencies: smith tools or brewer's supplies or mason tools. And then 1 type of musical instrument. Language, common, Dwarven, and one extra language. Equipment, great axe, two hand axes, four javelins, explorer's pack, staff, hunt and trap, trophy, set of traveler's clothes, belt pouch, and then 10 gold, and then got like the stuff for like the personality traits, ideals, bonds, flaws, and notes. And now we're back to the first screen for that. So that's pretty much a family affair. So you can kind of see how I used up like myself and my three younger siblings to kind of create a party. So now like here's a concept that you can use to kind of like, oh, that's a good idea. Let me do that and like run like a campaign, see if I can get like friends or family to do it that way. Or you could, in a sense, write up an NPC party, NPC party of PCs, kind of like maybe like a rival group or something that like in your current campaign with your PCs that you're running through at the in your current campaign or whatever. So this is just kind of an idea that I'm putting out there for people to be able to like kind of get thinking and everything. So again, here's a way to use family and or friends, write them up as characters to be able to start like a new campaign